Like, this is all long before the Russos agreed to come back, Robert Downey Jr. agreed to come back. And here's where we get to some of the bigger changes behind the scenes at Marvel. Originally, when Kevin Feige started developing the Eternals movie back around the time Captain America Civil War was coming out in theaters, that's how early they started developing the Eternals. At the time, Disney had not yet started to consider buying Fox. That whole process didn't start till a couple years later, so legally, Kevin Feige couldn't make any plans involving the X-Men. So when they started developing the Eternals, originally they were meant to be the replacement in the MCU for the X-Men because Kevin Feige assumed at the time they'd never get those characters back. You have to remember this is way back around 2015, 2016. And Marvel wanted to pivot to totally new characters and concepts after Avengers Endgame. We saw a little bit of that play out during Marvel Phase 4. You cannot get any more different from Avengers, the first three phases in the Infinity Saga, than the Eternals. They're like a super weird group, just like the Inhumans. And a lot of you who have been following the development of all the Marvel movies for a long time might remember that even before they thought to do the Eternals, that Kevin Feige fought a war with Ike Perlmutter at Marvel over the Inhumans. You have to remember around 2014, 2015, Ike Perlmutter is still Kevin Feige's boss. They want to find their replacement for the X-Men to compete with the Fox X-Men movies, and Ike Perlmutter wanted that to be the Inhumans. Kevin Feige famously hated the idea, but because he wasn't the boss of Marvel at the time, like Kevin Feige didn't actually control that at the time, he was forced to put an Inhumans movie into development, which is why during this Marvel Phase 3 announcement back at Comic-Con, I think it was 2014, 2015, you see that they originally planned on releasing an Inhumans movie between Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. Zoom and enhance, you also notice that the Captain America Serpent Society joke is still up here on the board too. This was actually from their Comic-Con panel that year. This was actually meant to be Civil War. But they are doing the Serpent Society during Captain America 4, so the joke's on us now. Giancarlo Esposito is playing Seth Volker, aka Sidewinder. He'll be the creator, the leader of the Serpent Society during the movie.